We are officially 100 days away from Paris 2024, and I'm so pleased to be joined by Breaker, Phil, Wizard, Kim. Phil, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? It's good to see you again.
It's great to see you. What does 100 days away represent to you?
Honestly, a little bit of fear because we're getting close, but excitement as well, especially after yesterday. We did the Lululemon Team Canada kit launch, and that really builds up the excitement a lot. So yeah, it's getting close. It's kind of crazy, actually. It's been a long year, but a very good year so far, and we've really just begun, which is kind of insane.
Well, that's exactly it, right? It feels like now we're in that sprint mode, and yet there's
Yes.
still a long runway. It's a weird time, I'm
Yeah.
sure, for the athletes. But tell me about your entrance to the Lululemon
Yes,
kit
yeah, we
launch.
like to live life on the edge. We did a little bit of a showcase. The athletes got to show our stuff. I did a little bit of a dance kind of going into it, but I was very close to the edge. And
I was
realized
worried,
while
Phil.
I was spinning, because I was doing the move, and then at one point I could go, and I looked, and I was like, oh, there's no stage there. And I was like, oh, okay, I might fall off. And then I kind of came up and was able to adjust and push myself back. But yeah, we live life on the edge. I think it was an exciting moment. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you're okay with living on the edge. Talk about the fit, because that's a
Yes.
great look.
That is the podium look. That is the look that I was able to rock yesterday. I love it. I think it's a good representation of Canada. It's very loud. We are going to Paris. It is the city of fashion, and I think we're going to stand out. I think people are going to love it.
Where are you at, Phil? I'm all over the map, literally. You're all over the map. So
Yeah.
where's your energy at right now?
My energy, to be completely honest, is a bit low. I'm quite tired. It's been a lot of travel the last few months. But again, an event like yesterday, I do feel more excited and motivated, and I'm excited to get home pretty soon and start my training.
You were surrounded by Olympians and Paralympians.
Yes.
You were sharing stories. I saw you really enjoying and soaking that up.
Yeah.
What's it like to have conversations with competitors who understand what you're all trying to do?
It's always super, super great. And we had such a group, such a great group the last few days. Everyone got along super well, and it's fun to talk about the pressures in the different fields, different sports, and also just seeing that you're not really alone. You might feel a lot of pressure, but recognizing there are other people in the same boat with you, literally and figuratively. I mean, we'll be on the same boat in the opening ceremonies.
Right.
But having that, I think, camaraderie and love, is such a good support system kind of going into the games.
I woke up this morning. I've done the 100-day countdown a few times,
Okay.
and I was thinking specifically about you, Phil, and what it would
Oh,
be
thank
like
you.
to,
Sweet.
to wake up on a day like today, having grown up and evolved in this sport, and now have the gift of realizing an Olympic dream that when you started, you could have never realized.
Yeah, it's funny because I was thinking about this the other day. Again, just going back to yesterday, I remember seeing the Beijing kit launch
Yeah.
and not having anything to do with the Olympics in my head, never thinking I would be there, and just seeing that and be like, whoa, that's so cool.
Wow.
That's such a cool image. And now to be a part of that and to be a part of the countdown, to be getting close to Paris, to have qualified already and going there, it really is still surreal to me. I don't think it's fully hit me yet, to be honest. I don't think it will until I'm actually in Paris. And hopefully those nerves don't get to me. But yeah, it is still a surreal feeling. And I said this before we started our interview. I still feel unreal that this is my job, that this is what I do for a living right now. And I get to meet cool people. I get to meet people like you. I get to interact and talk about breaking and also learn about other sports. It really is. I feel very grateful for where I am.
Let's talk about breaking. A lot of Canadians are going to be seeing this for the first time. That is the reality.
Yeah.
I know you know that. You're such a wonderful spokesperson
Thank you.
and ambassador for the sport. How big of responsibility do you feel to not only compete at the highest level, but outside of that? Every time I talk to you, it's such a joy, and Canadians are going to
thank
see
you.
that. How big a responsibility do you feel to sort of be that person?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I do feel like there is a bit of responsibility there, but I'm happy to do it. I think for me too, because I just love breaking. I know, again, and I've reiterated this many times, I didn't grow up watching the Olympics so much because for me it was always breaking. I was obsessed with it since I was a young kid. And so now to have the platform to be able to talk about it, and for me it's just fun to talk about. I'm so passionate about it. My energy is always brought up when I'm talking about breaking because I have so much love for the culture, the community, the art, the sport of it. And so for me it is a responsibility, but it's a privilege to be able to do it.
Paris is going to be electric.
Yes.
I mean, you see everything starting to take shape.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you visualized what that is going to look like and feel like in the fiber of your being?
I think I'm starting to be
Right.
honest.
Yeah.
Like just little moments when I'm walking and then you have the image of Paris in your head. I think it's starting to really seep into my daily thoughts a lot more. And I'm just so excited. I love Paris as a city. I was fortunate enough last year to have gone quite a few times. And I really fall in love with that city. And I think the energy will be even more electrifying, as you said, in Paris when we're actually there for the games. And to be there amongst other Canadian athletes, world athletes, and also the breaking community, I'm so excited.
And Phil, you're really good at this.
Thank you.
So I know you're humble to a fault and you will sometimes deflect, but let's talk about your greatness in this sport so that Canadians can understand that you could win gold. And that is your goal.
Hopefully, yeah. Of course, that's my goal. I think anyone going there is going to win. I was fortunate enough to have a really good year last year. I'm sitting in a good place right now, already qualified as well. But I do want to reiterate, especially with breaking, like you really never know. But that's what I love about breaking is like you could go there being ranked number one, but you could lose to someone that's like ranked significantly lower for you. A lot of breaking is whose day it is. When you show up, someone might just have a really good day. The crowd might just favor someone, and that can provide a lot of energy for that person. So there's so much up in the air, but that's what makes it so beautiful. It's not, and that's what I love about it. It's not one person is the dominating person. Even if someone has been dominating for a long time, they could lose to someone on that day. So it'll be an exciting day to watch breaking.
That's a little unnerving, but I guess that's the beauty of sport. And
Yeah.
one thing about athletes, you fundamentally have to embrace the unknown.
Yes.
So what's your relationship with the unknown and, as you say, living on the edge?
Yeah, I'm good with it. Honestly, I think my relationship with it has gotten a lot better over the years, and just accepting that this is the life of sport, but also life in general. Like everything is unknown, and so, but that's also again the beauty of it. I think it's the way that you look at it. It's unknown, so things can go all the way up, things can go down, and sometimes they will go down. But even if they're going down, you know that you'll go up eventually, and that balance. That understanding, because if everything was just going up, I think life would be, first of all, boring.
Right.
And you need the insights of when sometimes things don't go your way to recognize that there will be light at the end of the tunnel. But anyways, excitement, though.
The philosophy from Phil Kim. Hey, we're winding down here. You talked about the crowd, the electricity of the crowd. You shared with me that your parents are going to be watching you
Yes.
for the first time live
Yeah.
at the Olympics. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so my mom has seen me once before on stage, but my dad, it'll be his first time seeing me compete. I'm super excited. It's not only them, my partner and her family are coming. I have so many of my friends coming, and that support really means a lot. I think my brothers are coming now.
Wow.
It's going to be so fun. It's going to be interesting because I've never had so many people watch me breaking, like my parents, my brothers, my friends, my partner and her family. So it's going to be pretty chaotic, but I think that support will feel really special.
You'll also feel the support of millions of Canadians who,
Yes,
who no doubt
hopefully.
are going to have your back as well. A serious question. We were talking about ice cream off
Yes,
camera.
we were, yeah.
So I
the
need to
most
ask,
important
these
question.
are the big questions that I'm
ones.
paid
Thank
to
you.
ask you.
Please.
Tell me about the hope
Yes.
for your ice cream future.
Thank you very much. First of all, I have a big sweet tooth. I have my entire life. And my dream, especially going to the Olympics, but just in general, has always been to get my own ice cream flavor.
Okay.
Ben & Jerry's, big fan. And I would love to get my own ice cream flavor. What that flavor is, we don't know yet, but I know they have experts that work with you on it. And so we are pitching the dream today to hopefully get my own ice cream flavor for Ben & Jerry's. And I have a diabolical plan of saying it in every interview when I'm in Paris, regardless of what the topic is. Just dropping it in until someone from their PR team sees me. So Ben & Jerry's, please.
I'm so glad it
would love
started
this.
right here.
Yes, I
Phil.
appreciate it.
Last thoughts on this wonderful journey that you're on.
Last thoughts, excitement, love, gratitude. I know it's cheesy, I know it's simple, but that's honestly what I feel right now, especially after yesterday, the launch of the kit. I just feel excited and grateful to be on this journey. And I'm a person who loves love. I love excitement, I love building with people, I love meeting people, and I've been able to do a lot of that, meeting a lot of new people, being introduced into kind of the sports world. And I'm so excited to continue that journey moving forward to Paris. And I'm just so excited for this opportunity and to be a part of this world.
Wishing you all the success
Thank
in
you so much.
Paris. Always appreciate time with you, Phil. Thank you.
It's been great.
Paris in the summer, where hearts turn to gold. It's gonna be a wild ride. Everyone's invited from the city of light, the city of love.
Catchberg lets it fly. Gold for Maggie McNeil.
And CBC and GEM have you covered. Coast to coast to coast. To the hot Paris sun, the world comes alive in a global act of unity.
Julia Grosso to win it for Canada! Canada gold!
Nobody will catch him today.
Cameron Rogers, the world champion.
It all begins July 26th.
This is a performance for the history books.
Find the light and you'll feel the love. Be the love and you'll see the light.
Here comes DeGrasse, accelerating, goal for Canada. It is Summer McIntosh.
Summer's gonna be poppin'.